In Forrester Creations' design office, Hope fantasizes about having sex with Thomas in Rome and then snaps out of it when Steffi says, "Hope, you didn't hear me." She asks if the blonde is all right. Hope nods and smiles. Everything is under control. Steffi finds that to be a weird thing to say and guesses that the vibe she's sensing is about Thomas. In the main office, Thomas tells Brooke he's glad she's coming to Rome so she can see how in sync he and Hope are. Rich thinks it makes sense because she's a big part of the company. Carter enters and adds that interview requests are coming in for Brooke. Rich chortles, "I guess you're going." Brooke giggles as they run down why she's legendary. Thomas tells her, "We're lucky to have you." After Carter exits, he wonders if his mom will feel weird about Brooke and Ridge being in Rome together. At Spencer Publications, Wyatt talks about acquisitions, but Liam is totally distracted. Wyatt booms, "Where are you right now?" Liam admits he's still thinking about Hope and Thomas. Liam is doing everything he can not to let his concerns send him into a spiral, but this trip is killing him. Wyatt doesn't blame him. "You have every reason to worry about Hope and Thomas going to Rome right now." He goes on about them being alone in fabulous Rome, and Liam questions how he thinks this is helping. Wyatt recaps that Thomas is a master manipulator who knows how to get Hope to let down her guard before doing something awful. He declares that Liam has to find a way to keep Thomas from going. The problem here is Thomas, right? Not your wife. In the design office, Hope wonders why Steffi would bring up Thomas. Steffi says she knows why. Because of the moment she witnessed. She recaps how her brother has changed and come into his own. She doesn't want to see him backslide. Hope is grateful for that. Steffi says she and Thomas are about to jet off to Italy together. They all know how Liam feels about it. The question is, how do you feel about it? In the main office, Brooke understands Thomas's concerns given her and Taylor's history. Thomas admits he heard they had a falling out. Brooke says it turns out they don't have the same perspective on what a friendship is. Thomas replies that that's too bad since they brought stability to the families. Now it will be up to him and Hope. He exits to speak to Hope about a few designs. Ridge asks Brooke, "What was that look? You don't think there's something going on between Hope and Thomas, do you?" At Spencer, Wyatt assures Liam that it wouldn't even consider cheating on him. She's not like Brooke. Liam wonders if he's talking smack about his mother-in-law. Wyatt's just saying Liam doesn't have to worry about Hope with Thomas or any other man. Liam counters that everyone believes Thomas has changed, including his wife. Wyatt feels she has to believe that until the line is out. Liam thinks Thomas is the problem and always has been. He just wishes he could keep him away from Hope. In the design office, Hope tells Steffi that Thomas deserves to have his moment at the preview in Rome. They deserve to have it as a team. Steffi asks, "Have you shared that with Liam?" "I can't imagine he feels good about you and Thomas working together indefinitely." Hope asks, "Does Finn tell you how to run Forrester?" Steffi says, "No." Hope assures that Liam doesn't tell her how to run her line. "It's all fine, Steffi. Everything's under control." Steffi hopes so. Just then, Thomas walks in and asks if everything is okay. "It kind of feels like I walked in on something." Steffi says Hope was just telling her how happy she is that he will be in Rome with her. In the main office, Ridge asks Brooke to try not worrying about Hope and Thomas. They changed and worked thought it. Thomas is a different person, and they've both seen it. Brooke just hopes it works out for both of their sakes. She feels Rome will be a game changer for all of them and tells Ridge she's looking forward to being alone with him. At Spencer, Wyatt warns Liam if he lets his guard down where Thomas is concerned for even a second, it would be a huge mistake. He suggests his brother go to Rome too. Liam doesn't want to be that guy. He also doesn't want a front row seat to the Hope and Thomas show. Wyatt urges him to trust his wife. "You don't want to create an issue of any kind between you and her, especially when she's going to go to Rome with Thomas." In the design office, Steffi watches Thomas and Hope recap how the trip will reposition the line for the future. They've worked hard on it for months. Steffi won't let anything or anyone get in the way of relaunching the line. Thomas assures her he can hear what she's not so subtly saying and vows that the trip is about business, nothing else. Steffi exits and Thomas tells Hope not to worry about his sister. She's used to Steffi.